So welcome and aloha to all of you for joining the Tao Wellness Practice, the Monday morning practice. It's so wonderful to have 8 of you here today. I know there are many that are very busy, doing other things, but they texted to please record for them. So it's nice that we have a nice group. I was planning to do a recording, but then I realized that many of you may watch the recording by yourselves. And, the power, as I said, your presence brings in a very high energy field as well. So having you all together like this makes our practice powerful. And so I decided, and I know that this is what Master Shah says, we are all here to serve. The purpose of our life is to serve. And so even if there's a workshop, I need to serve. If I have a session, I need to serve. And so that's why I'm here today, serving all of you. And I thank you for joining, because if you were not here, I would not be able to serve, right? And so that's the reason why I am always so grateful to be here in the morning during my sessions, to see so many of you joining. So thank you so much. So let us begin. And we're going to start with a very short invocation. Usually I would say to you, do your gratitude and do your forgiveness and your prayer of love before we begin our practice. But sometimes it's good to remind you that we can just do a short invocation. And it's important, to kind of be reminded so that before you come on, maybe the next time you can do what we're doing. So this is the power technique that Master Shah taught us. So I would put my feet flat on the floor, and heels touching with our heels like this, like a penguin, okay, like this. And this is a very good grounding position. But if you can't do that, that's okay. All you need to do is sit down straight, backs away from the chair, okay? And if you're lying down, we just need to let you know that do not chant out loud. Even if we're doing the practice to clear our spaces in our body, or bringing the light to our organs, and we are chanting out loud and you're lying down, just listen and chant in your head, because we don't want to dissipate your energy. And that's why we remind our students to chant silently while they are lying down. So you can put your hand in the prayerful position. This is the soul light arrow. Your left hand goes right in front of your fourth chakra, or your message center. And do you notice I have a space here? Because this is where the energy can flow as well. So some people are holding it very hard. Like when we do a blessing or healing, we normally hold. But then Master Shah did say that keep a small space here. And I think this is the reason why we need to have our energy flow. And, if you are in prayer position like this, you can bring the hand down here and the other one cupped a little bit, leave it there. Fingers are pointing towards heaven. So you connect with heaven. Okay, and you close your eyes and you say, dear the soul, heart, mind, and body of our practice today, dear soul, heart, mind, and body of all the mantras that we are going to be singing or chanting, we love you, we honor you, and we appreciate you. We are very grateful to be able to purify the areas that we are going to be working on, like our 7 soul houses, our wood element, and, well, whatever area that you make a request for. We are very, very blessed. So let us join all of our divine endowed treasures as one. join them together so that we can activate them. And as we are doing the practice, it will become very, very powerful. So turn them on and do our practice with our treasures. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And you can put in, do a good job. They will do a good job or an excellent job. And then you say, thank you, thank you, thank you. Dear Divine, the Tao, and you call in the holy being of your choice. You know, the holy being that you pray to, dear Jesus. Some of you pray to Shijamone for Amitofo, Kuan Yin. And if some of you are praying to Mother Mary, call these holy beings in because they will come. Master Shah says they come to support you, and whoever you believe in will be present to make this practice even more powerful, and invite them as we do our practice. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so we can also say, dear all the souls that our ancestors and I have hurt or harmed in all lifetimes, please forgive us. We know that in order to be forgiven, we need to serve. We need to empower, enlighten, and make others happier and healthier. And we know that we also need to ask for forgiveness for the areas that we caused others, the areas that we are suffering, those that we hurt. Please forgive us, for we may have caused them the same pain or challenges during that lifetime. So please forgive my ancestors and me. And then we say to all the souls that have hurt my ancestors and all of us here, and we say to the souls that have hurt us, we love you and forgive you unconditionally, meaning we only wish for your happiness, your good health, success, wonderful relationships, and much more. And when we can wish this upon all of those that have hurt us, that means we have forgiven them. So from your heart, sincerely say, I forgive you. We are very grateful that we know this wisdom. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So this power technique makes our practice even more powerful. So that's why it's good to do it before we come on the line, or you can do it all day before, when you get up in the morning and say, whatever I do today, I offer it to heaven, the virtue, or I would like for my organs or the systems or the spaces between my organs to be healed. Or you can say, you please bring the light and all of my treasures turn on, and then heal, rejuvenate, and transform my life. So if you do the soul power, and that's what's so unique, it makes your practice even more powerful. Sometimes when you're driving, all of a sudden you don't do the soul power, that's okay, just chant, okay? However, if you did it in the morning and say, whatever I do, my chanting, I offer it to serve myself and others as appropriate. How wonderful, right? So let's see, for today, we're going to work on opening our hearts, because why is it so important to open our hearts before we do our practice? Because Master Sha always talks about Shen, Qi, Jing. Now, Shen includes our soul, heart, and mind. And there's heart. if our heart is closed, even if at the soul level we removed the blockages and we want to let this positive message to come in, if our hearts are closed, it will not flow, right? So we need to open our hearts so that what happens is the message that's positive, comes in and the heart is open. Whoo, it goes right into, our mind. It flows down and it goes to our mind, and the mind will process this positive message, sending it to the energy, which moves it. And then what happens is our body, the matter, will receive it. And that's how we start to heal and we start to have fewer challenges in our lives. So remember that. Open your heart first. So one of the ways we were taught to open our hearts is, you can breathe in, visualize the light, breathe, expand your lower abdomen all the way to the first soul house. And when you're breathing out, shoot that light ball up to your heart, message center, and you go, ah, ah. And when you open, you can feel your heart opening as well. And the sound of the mantra of ah will help to open that. Okay? So breathe. Ah. Again, breathe. Ah. One more time. Ah. And as you are going, see your heart getting bigger, opening, 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 so that during our practice, it's going to be receiving these wonderful positive messages. Okay. So the first thing we'll do is our Jindan practice. We've been going over and reviewing what we've learned for the past years, the Jindan daily practice. And Jindan is our golden light bulb. And all of you have Jindans, right? All these golden light bulbs. And so when you turn them on, like we did at the beginning, turn on all of my treasures, the Jindan that you are going to use today is Jindan Zhi Liao. Now, Jindan Zhi Liao is a self-healing practice to heal every aspect of your life. So this is a really powerful mantra. Jindan Zhi Liao means to heal. So you are actually healing the soul, heart, mind, and body of not only your body, but every aspect of your life, your relationships, your finances, whatever. Because when you chant Jindan Zhi Liao, you can either specifically say, before you start chanting this, heal my heart, and it will, okay, go to that area. But if you just chant Jindan Zhi Liao and let heaven just take over and healing from head to toe, skin to bone, that will also happen. So this is a powerful mantra. So let us just chant to heal our soul, heart, mind, and body, as well as our relationships, our finances, and every aspect of our life. Ready, begin. Jindan Zhi Liao, Jindan Zhi Liao, Jindan Zhi Liao, Jindan Zhi Liao, Jindan Zhi Liao. Continue. Jindan Zhi Liao, Jindan Zhi Liao. Gotta look at my time. Jindan Zhi Liao, Jindan Zhi Liao, Jindan Liao. Now, in your mind, you can think of any area that you want a healing for. It could be finances, relationships, your business, whatever you're doing, your heart, your knee, your back, your head. Okay? Jindan Liao, and visualize what the Jindan, or this way, Jindan, okay? The golden light just shining there, because the Jindan can remove and wash away, the darkness, the blockages there. So, because we turned on our Jindan to activate, and then when the light goes in, the darkness have to disappear, okay? Jindan Liao, Jindan Liao, Jindan Liao, Jindan Liao, Jindan Liao. Another wisdom: when you are chanting for the area you want the healing for, see that area already being blessed. It's already healed. Everything is wonderful, perfect. You have a perfect heart, okay, perfect knee, perfect relationship. See everything happy, wonderful, because creative visualization will help to manifest. But if you continue to see the negative part of it, what happens is your heart's going to receive that negative message, and your brain, your mind will start to process that, and it's going to manifest because the energy is going to move it in the negative way, right? And that's why we need to always keep our minds positive, so that we can process that positivity, open the heart, okay, so that it will receive that positive message. But if you have a negative message, your heart's open, it's going to receive that. And you don't want that, right? So let us begin. Visualize perfect health, perfect condition. Jindan Liao, Jindan Liao, Jindan Liao, Jindan Liao, Jindan Liao. One more time. Jindan Liao, Jindan Liao, Jindan Liao, Jindan Liao, Jindan Liao. Silently. And one last time out loud. Jindan Liao, Jindan Liao, Jindan Liao, Jindan Liao, Jindan Liao. How? Everything is perfect. Excellent. So now you know, using another positive words, right? Coming out your mouth. So remember last week we talked about the very important things that we need to do. And right now, Master Shaw says we have to do this every single day, chant it. Mubu wan sure, arbu wan ting, kobu wan yen, nabu wan shang, remember? And don't let your heart bother you. Xing wu gua ai. Do not let the heart be bothered. And when you are doing that, and remembering it while you're doing the practice and all throughout the day, you're not going to create new karma in your life or new blockages. Um, Master Shah during our event retreat is using the word karma, but when I'm teaching a group, many new students might be coming on the line. We use karma is the same thing as negative message or negative information or blockages, right? And these are the things that are causing us to get sick or have challenges in our lives. And when we know that the meaning is the same, because there is such a thing as good karma, not people just associate karma with bad, something bad. But no, there's good karma. If you have done something good, what happens is your life starts to prosper, you have success, you have good health. So it's the same. It's the same thing. I just want you to know that sometimes the words might come out. We always, because I remember every retreat that we used to go, first thing Master Shah would ask would be, how many of you believe in karma? And maybe about 20% did not. And he said, that's okay, but he's going to explain what it is. And now with Dr. Rulin and Master Shah co-creating this or writing this book, Tao Science, we found that the words are very important as well, so that we can, speak to the public about blockages or negative messages or negative information, which means the same thing. So I think you understand it a little better too, right? When we use those words. Okay, so remember when you do practices or when you are out of practice, you're not in the session like this. Many times things happen, our thoughts, and we are told that during this very challenging times, we are going to be having a lot of negative messages that come into our heads. And sometimes it's very difficult to get rid of them because the messages are so powerful. But how can we remove that negative thoughts from our head? Master Shah would say, chant positive mantras like greatest love. These are high frequency words. Da-I, 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 or greatest love, greatest love, greatest love, or Wu Wan Shi, the one that we just did, or even like this, Jin, So remember, many of these mantras, the more mantras that you can remember, the better. Because when you're in some kind of a situation, like take me last week, for 2 days, I was not feeling, I could not get out of bed because I had my booster shot. I never thought that by the third day, I would be up like I never even was in bed sick, but I did have a sore arm. My arm was still sore from where the shot was given, but because I think it was, I got it on Tuesday, and from a little later in the afternoon, I started feeling chilled. And then the next day was the worst. The chills, the fever, sore body, headache. And I thought, oh no, it's going to last for the rest of the week. But it's amazing that while you're lying down, even if I'm chilled, I remembered to chant. That's all I could do anyway. Even to go to the bathroom, it was hard. I wanted to, hold, but we have to go, right? But that was the worst time because I was getting more, chilled. And the thing is, I'm so grateful that I knew many different mantras that I could just keep chanting in my head. And it was like a miracle. But everybody says it takes only 2 days to get rid of, that flu-like symptom after your shot. But still, I know that I was really feeling excellent on Thursday. Like it was like a dream that I was suffering the night before, So I think all of us should um, make a list and write down some of your favorite mantras or sayings, as Master Shah says. Make sure it's positive. It has to be positive because that's what you want to fill your soul, heart, mind, and body. It's very important because if you do all the practices in the world, but you have negative thoughts, you speak negative words, you see negative things, what else? You hear negative words. What's going to happen? We cannot heal. We cannot get better. So we need to remember that. It seems like, oh, that's so small. But, I realized because when I first met Master Shah, before I met Master Shah, I complained a lot. If it was raining, I would say, oh my gosh, you're going to complain about the rain. And if it was just sunny, oh, it's so hot. I mean, it seems like it's very little, but these are all negative things and it can accumulate, just like the ant where they get one grain at a time. And pretty soon you see a little, and that's what happened to us too. When we have even one little negative thought, it can grow and grow and grow and grow. And what I learned is with Master Shah is it made me more aware. If I said a negative word, right away, I go, oh, I'm sorry. Right away, you can cancel that, right? So this awareness is what I'm very grateful for. And when I think back, if I was angry with somebody, I would say, oh, that person was wrong, So I wouldn't give it an answer, but I didn't realize I was creating some negative messages on my soul. It was imprinted here, right? And so when we learn these things, we try to right away cancel the wrong that we did. And this is how we can start to really improve ourselves and get healthier and stronger and have better lives. But every one of us has a choice. If you want to keep on living how, with all these challenges, Master Shah goes, well, you have a choice. You can either do this or you can do that, right? And so I'm thinking, oh, wow, I'm so grateful that I learned it. I wish I had learned it when I was little. Like some of you have grandchildren, you have children, teach them when they are this age, at a young age, about what you think can manifest as well. So if you think a negative thought, it's going to manifest that. So I want all of you, even like when we did a practice last week, Master Shah says, teach it to your grandkids about stimulating your brain cells. You know how important it is? I may not have stimulated my brain cells until I learned about that. But when I learned about it, I started to tell my grandkids. But I think they may have forgotten because I haven't seen, as they grow older, they forget too. But I remember saying it to them. Use this, mantra. So you should do the same so that you can help your little children or your grandchildren. Okay, so today what we're going to do is we're going to work on our wood element. Now, the wood element would include our liver, our gallbladder, our nails, our tendons, our eyes, and anger. You want to heal anger. Oh, we just learned that anger is one of the worst traits that we can have to burn a forest of our virtue. So even if you did all the good deeds throughout your lifetime, one anger, or you're angry with somebody, yell at someone, wow, the virtue that you accumulated, it's all recorded. And now to put that back into your heaven's bank might take a very long time, all that virtue, right? But if you get another anger, and that's why this practice is going to be very helpful to many, okay? Because it's not only going to heal our liver, it also will help to heal anger. And then it'll help us to become a little more patient. Because, I know when you have little children, they're running all over the place and then they spill the water and they spill the juice and, but another wisdom we're taught was when there's spilt water or any liquid, or there's a great sound like a glass will just crack. I mean, they broke this beautiful vase that you cherished. I mean, the first thing you say is perfect, wonderful, because it brings luck. Something good's going to happen. So instead of getting upset, just say wonderful. Wow, you're going to have financial blessing. See how positive? And this is what Master Shah taught us, that, when you spill water or things. And, I was thinking back when my nephews, when I used to, watch them, there was one nephew that was spilling the water and he wasn't doing it on purpose. But I think I have patience because I said, that's okay, that's okay. And I would fill it up for him, And after a while, I think he was kind of laughing and he said, I wonder how long I would, but I say, if it's an accident, it's okay, but if you do it on purpose, you're not going to have financial blessing, right? But at that time, I didn't know it was financial blessing, but I was thinking of my sanity as well. But I knew I could, because it wasn't like only one or two times that he spilled it, it was right in a row, consecutive. And it was, how children sometimes are clumsy. I mean, they're not very mobile. So this is what happened. And I thought to myself, wow, I'm so glad that I didn't get angry because can you imagine the amount of virtue I would have burned? Okay, so let's do our practice on our, I'm going to share a screen now. Are you able to see the Tao calligraphy healing field on your screen?
No.
Oh, what happened? I got it ready. Okay, let's try again. I'll share this screen. How is that?
Yes.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Okay, because I want you to visualize this. And we did our soul park. It's good to say, dear soul, mind, and body of the wood element or my liver. And you can name all: my liver, my gallbladder, my tendons, my nails, my ears. No, not ears, eyes, and my anger. Please heal and rejuvenate. Do a good job. And we're going to do this wood element. Okay. So what you have to do is visualize the light going down to the first house, okay? First soul house. And we're going to shoot it up to the liver so that we can purify that area. And it's not, and when we're working on the wood element, it's not only clearing your liver. You see the liver there, but you saw what I named. All of that are being, um, the blockage are being removed so we can heal faster. And so even our anger issues will be gone. So how wonderful. Okay, begin. Breathe. Breathe. You can place your hand right underneath on your right side, the diaphragm. That's where your liver is. Breathe. The light ball up. Radiate it out, spinning and clearing it.
需
One minute.
需 需
And now, when you are doing this practice, if you have some liver problems, see that light washing away the darkness, because the light, oh, you can see that Jindan, the golden light ball shooting up there, washing away that, either your liver area or the gallbladder, or even the anger that you have. Oh, just see that thing and see yourself being so patient, smiling, and even if somebody is making you upset, you're not going to be upset, you're just going to be so happy. So this next one is you're going to rotate the ball to 3 times. Okay, same thing. Visualize the light.
She
Breathe.
she
Okay, I just checked my time. Okay, we better go to the third step. This is important because we're going to do the circle. We're going to breathe in, goes up, down, and then when we say the word yo, shuya, 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 yo, there's a invisible hole in your spinal cord. See that light ball going into the spinal cord and then down back. Okay, so this is the circle where it's healing. Okay, so this is a very important step that we'll be doing. Step 3. Breathe in. You can watch this, look at the screen.
需要需要需要哟，需要需要哟，需要
See it passing the
需要
kumbung
需要哟
That's where your oil lamp is being filled as well.
需要需要需要需要哟。
Breathe.
需要需要需要哟，需要需要哟，需要需要需要哟。需要需要需要需要哟。
Breathe.
需要需要需要哟，需要需要哟，需要需要需要哟。 需要需要需要需要哟。
One more thing.
需要需要需要哟。需要需要哟。 虚呀虚呀虚呀哟，虚呀虚呀虚呀虚呀哟。
How that is so powerful. And I know as I was doing it with all of you visualizing whatever area you wanted healed. And if some of you had problems with your tendons or with your gallbladder or your liver, it was actually, with Master Shah's voice, it can also remove the blockages. Not only, the practice that we're doing and whatever we're visualizing, but being in the presence and using this animation that Master Shah gifted us with, it is in a vibrational field as well. The sound field, the visual, okay, as well. So, and here we are, I have Henderson's eye calligraphy. So we are in the presence of a Tao calligraphy field as well. So let us go now. And before we end, because we have 1 more minute, and I know that if some of you have to leave, I thank you for joining us, but I love to do this last practice because it's so important. This is a healing practice where a chi channel, where all of the seven soul houses, the spaces, because Master Shah says to heal and purify the spaces, and the Wai Jiao is the largest space in your body, right in front of the spinal cord. To purify those areas will heal your organs, your systems, your tissues, will heal your emotional bodies as well. So, this is a very important one to end with. So we're going to end with the Chi Channel mantra. And all of you already know, but this is so important. So we turn on, many of us have
黑哼哼啊，西翁哟，
so it becomes even more powerful.
黑哼哼啊，西翁哟，黑哼哼啊，西翁哟，黑哼哼啊，西翁哟。
Breathe.
黑哼哼啊，西翁哟。
See it clearing all of the seven soul houses, the spaces in
黑
your
哼
body.
哼啊，西翁哟。
You're healing from head to toe, skin to
黑
bone.
哼哼啊，西翁哟。黑哼哼啊，西翁哟。
So I'm sorry we are past 9 o'clock, but it's a good way to end. And we thank all of the mantra and the practices, and we thank all of you for joining today to make this practice a very powerful one. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And I thank Sue Takamori for helping me with writing out, because many times I say thank you and I call out the names, and after I hang up, I say, oh, now who was on the line? Thank you, Tamara, Susan, Joan, Kenshi, Irma, Charlene, Brian, and Betty. So thank you, everyone, for joining today. Love you all, and see you next time. Aloha and mahalo.
Thank you, Annette.